The more we look into all the programs and responsibilities of our county government, the more things we uncover.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, Shannon, how much they do and how well they do it.
So let's take some time now to get familiar with some of the little-known programs and activities.
You know, we might just surprise you.
Jackson County Parks is the quote manager of the Greenway. We manage the Greenway through a joint powers agreement that we coordinate with all of the different cities along the Greenway with, from Ashland to Central Point, Phoenix, Medford, and Talent. Well, for a long time, different law enforcement agencies and different parks departments in the Greenway were working towards the same cause, towards cleaning the Greenway up, but they were doing it under kind of separate planning and coordination processes. So the Parks Department and the Sheriff's Department here within Jackson County stepped up and formed a coalition, I would say, to coordinate with different parks programs across the different cities and the different law enforcement agencies across the valley, and really take a coordinated approach and plan Greenway sweeps towards getting some of the population that has made the Greenway a home off of the population and making it more of a recreational facility, which is what it was designed for.
Our goal is not to just go out and cite individuals for illegally camping or trespassing on the Greenway, but to actually help them reintegrate into society. So bringing the veterans groups out, bringing Jackson County Mental Health out, and a lot of the other organizations were able to collaborate. So just understand, even if things are going well, you can't trust these individuals. I'm not trying to scare you. We really don't have any issues. I'm just saying, you always still have to kind of be on your guard.
There's a three-part process. We go down, we post notices on each illegal camp that we find. Some of it's complaint driven, some of it officers are being proactive and they're finding them. At times we will actually make face-to-face contact and we'll direct them to the community resources that are posted with the trespassing card.
Okay, so my partner, he's gonna go ahead and provide you community resources, because we have to let you know that along the Bear Creek, you're not supposed to be camping down here, Robert.
This is part of the farm that you're standing on right now. This is part of the farm. This is electricity. We will have issue with this. We want to hold that stand.
Okay. So
in the Greenway within the city of Medford, and I believe all the way through the county, there's actually signs that state it's illegal to camp, and there's rules and regulations and ordinances stated there. So it is posted 24 hours a day, just sporadically through the Greenway. But what we do to ensure that people understand that we're coming through and we give them their due process is we have a sheet that tells them it's illegal to camp here. There's a date posted that it was set. And then we come back, and it's usually, we give them about 72 hours on average.
Phase 2 is what you're seeing here tonight. All the folks will gather up in this briefing room. We'll all make a plan, and then we're going to go out onto the Greenway. They can't camp on the Greenway, and they can't use the Greenway at night. So that gives us more probable cause to contact anybody we run into on the Greenway, get all their information, and we're going to go ahead and escort them off the Greenway because they can't be down there at night.
You know, there's a big misconception about what police department do on these Greenway enforcements. You know, they have a huge team of very compassionate officers that show a lot of dignity and respect to each one of these homeless individuals.
you guys need to wake up. It's the sheriff's office. Can you come on out with your ID card, please? You guys remember when I came here a couple days ago? Gave you the red card?
This is an illegal camp. We talked about that before.
Yeah, we did.
I don't want you guys to lose your valuable stuff.
Right.
I want you guys to be able to take it with you.
Right.
If it's here in the morning, they're going to pick it up and put it in a 40-yard dumpster.
Yeah, I know.
You see what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So what I'm going to do, if you guys are cooperative with me, we'll just go down to the car and probably you'll just get a minor citation, okay? But if you're still here in the morning when the cleanup crew gets here,
Right.
then we'll have to make other arrangements.
When we contact individuals, we will issue them citations for prohibited camping or trespassing or anything else that fits. And then we'll explain to them that we're going to be coming back by 7 a.m. with a cleanup crew, and they're going to need to have all their stuff that they want removed from the camp. And then explain they're going to be, anything left behind is going to be considered trash.
Are either of you guys military veterans? No military veteran?
Yes, sir.
Either of you guys want to speak to Jackson County Mental Health?
No.
And they're out to help them. That's one of the reasons why I've been out here. After they figure out if they're a veteran, one of the things they do is they back away and they allow me to try to motivate these homeless veterans to get out and get out of this homeless situation and seek services and and utilize them. You need a jacket?
Yeah, we do. Thank you.
Okay, here's a couple water bottle, a couple snack bars. I got some more in the truck if you need some. So
One of the myths is that there's families out on the Greenway that we're dealing with, and I don't remember ever coming across a family in the 7-8 years that I've been doing this operation. We have a lot of individuals that are down their luck, but we also have a lot of criminals on the Greenway. So we brought in parole and probation to help us with this, which has been another great tool.
When's the last time you reported?
Last time I took the here.
Okay.
When was that?
I don't remember what day it was. I don't know.
How often are you supposed to report?
So on the back of this red card, I gave your girlfriend one of these. There's over 50 community resources that you can tap into so that you're not illegally camping down here, okay, bud? Yep. So Jackson County Community Justice will come with like a 40-yard, 30-yard dumpster, and they'll use a Jackson County Community Justice work crew to pick up all the trash that's left.
We started the cleanups along the Greenway back in June of 2017. Jackson County Parks alone, not including any of the city work that has been done through Central Point and Medford, we alone have gotten rid of about 1,000 cubic yards of garbage off of the Greenway in the cleanups that we've coordinated in. That's a lot of garbage that was right at the creek's edge, from human waste to hazardous medical waste, you name it. If you can imagine it, we've found it in some of these camps. And we want to get it out of there so that it could be safe for folks to use.
That's quite a big job. Sometimes we can pull out over 100 cubic yards of garbage in just one day. If you think about those large dumpsters, one of those is roughly about 40 cubic yards. So if you think about 3 of those big dumpsters full, packed full, that's what we have done in one day. And you can see there's lots of garbage, lots of bicycle parts. When we have some of the inmates come and help clean it up, we make sure that they don't use their hands. We have litter picks, a bunch of garbage bags, just to be safe from getting poked from anything. And, they let us know if they find something that is dangerous, such as needles, that we make sure they let one of us know, and we pick them up and put them where they should. And then they also let us know if there's human waste buckets, which we do find quite a bit of human waste, that we don't let them touch that, and we dispose of that properly. It takes a lot of time, and there's times when it is pretty dangerous. I always have a deputy here just in case there's still somebody around, and we keep an eye on the crew to make sure they're staying safe as well.
Since we've been collaborating with groups like the Rogue Valley Veterans Community Outreach, Jackson County Mental Health, a lot of other citizen groups are starting to trust the local police and understand that although we have a enforcement job, that we're also reaching out and trying to bring services to the homeless that we come across and try and enrich their lives and get them connected with the group so they can hopefully start reintegrating back into society.
Modern day policing is not a one-man show or a two-man show. Everybody works together. There's partnerships in the community, partnerships with all the different law enforcement agencies. And so if we don't work together, we're just moving the problem around from jurisdiction to jurisdiction.
Slowly, what we're finding out is as we bring resources to these people, each time we have contact with them, we're developing trust. We're also able to work with them and gather intelligence for any criminal activity that goes on the Greenway. But only way to really measure it is the fact that people are feeling safer out there using the Greenway. We're having less crime reports, so those statistics are down.
I would say by and large, the vast majority of the public is very supportive of the efforts that law enforcement and parks and community justice are doing towards cleaning this facility up. There's a strong tie to the Greenway here in the Rogue Valley. People use it quite a bit for recreational activities, and they want to feel safe out there using it. So as long as we continue using a humane approach towards dealing with this population and the problems that they pose on the Greenway, I think the support will be there for the work that we plan to continue to do into the future. One of the key elements to success on this Greenway cleanup is coordination. I am extremely thankful for all the coordinated efforts from the law enforcement communities amongst the Rogue Valley, from the 5 cities to the Sheriff's Department here within the county. This program would not be a success without their assistance, and we're extremely grateful for it.